Shall we start? Aarti ma'am?
Yes.
Hello ma'am. Good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Okay. On behalf of Nyan Ganga Education Trust, Degree College of Arts, Commerce and Science, myself, Assistant Professor Tina Kodian, the IQSE coordinator of our college, would like to welcome all the participants to the third day of national level 1 week a faculty development program on pedagogical options, skill-based pedagogical options. The theme for today's session is Teachers E-Content Info Quadrant. And the resource person for today is Dr. Aarti Jairaj. And before we begin, I would like to throw some light on her achievements and accolades. May I, ma'am? Dr. J. Aarti, the professor and HOD of the Department of Business Administration, Avinashi Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education, Home Science and Higher Education for Women, has 27 years of experience in teaching, research and extension, and is well known for her corporate relations. Her areas of specialization include HRM, marketing, entrepreneurship development, and organizational behavior. She is the coordinator of Avinashi Lingam Innovation, Incubation and Acceleration Center. She has overseas teaching experience since 2005 with the Institute of Finance Management, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. She has 45 publications and attended more than 60 national and international conferences. She has contributed towards e-content preparation in e-PG Pathshala on women development and MOOCs Swayam course on supply chain management. She is also engaged in e-content preparation for human resource management, coordinating faculty members in 4 institutions.
மீட்டிங் போட்டு நான் கொஞ்ச நேரம் தூங்குறேன்.
Based on the hands-on training acquired from UGC Malviya Mission Teacher Training Center of SGTB Khalsa College, University of New Delhi. She was the course coordinator of General Awareness online course. She's got life membership in Coimbatore Management Association and served in HR and IR panel of Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. Her networking with the corporate world is commendable, as she was instrumental in signing MOUs with various industrial associations and corporates, thus strengthening industry institute linkages. She has been versatile in all spheres of teaching, learning, curriculum design, instructional technology, industry institute linkages, sponsored research projects, mentorship, counseling, training, and development programs for corporates, faculty members, research scholars, and students, community engagement programs, incubation and innovation activities, which goes into creating an impact in the growth of several individuals as well as the institution at large. She has got sanction for Atal Community Innovation Center of Niti Aayog as a project leader. These are the major achievements and of our resource person. I welcome Dr. Aarti Jairaj on behalf of our college for this FDP. Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, before we begin, I would ask Shweta ma'am to please take the photographs for today's session and request all the participants to on their cameras.
Good evening, everyone. Kindly switch on your cameras and showcase your beautiful smile so that I can capture today's moment.
Good evening, ma'am.
Can I start?
Just a moment, ma'am. I'll just take a screenshot as well to keep records for my documentation purpose. Thank you so much for keep you waiting. And everyone over here, I'm sure is eager to listen to your session. Thank you so much, ma'am. You may continue.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, participants.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Take this opportunity to thank the higher authorities, the management committee of the Angang Trust, Degree College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Always it is a pleasure as teachers talking to students or to other faculty group. So that way I am so happy that I have got another opportunity to interact with you all today. So whatever I have learned, I have been trained. So today I am planning to share uh, that information to you all. And this is the third day of your uh, faculty development program. And I really congratulate the coordination team, the organizing committee for selection of a very pertinent topic on new education policy and skill-based education. And today my topic is going to focus on uh, very specifically related to the four quadrant model of creating e-content. Though we have different pedagogical options as teachers, we have all undergone a different transformation, especially during the pandemic period. How we have transformed ourselves in connecting with the students without losing the level of interest of the students, engaging the students effectively, we all have undergone. So how we have to set right things and how we have to make use of technology as a pedagogical option is going to be the focus today. So we will have interactions. So while I'm going to just demonstrate the four quadrants and so whatever I am planning to demonstrate to you is a part of a copyrighted version. And so we are not supposed to replicate that. It is only for the demonstration purpose I have taken that. Uh, that is so I just would like to start and as and when I demonstrate, I just give some time for interactions so that we can. So I'd be very happy to interact and learn from you all today. And before I share my screen, the few things which already we knew that so we are talking about terminologies like edutech, technology based learning, e-learning tools, learning management system, and so these are all certain terminologies been using nowadays. And people would be few faculty or maximum faculty here, participants would be familiar with your own learning management system. Your institution would have created a virtual learning environment. And already we have open source learning environment like Moodle, Instructor, few things like that. And I think so we all knew about and already you had a session about Bloom's taxonomy also. So what kind of environment we are planning to create? So the flexible learning opportunity for the learners we need to create. That is how we have to enhance the, sorry. That is how we have to effectively create a learning environment, and we have to provide a rich student experience. So that is the core idea of talking about a tech-based teaching and learning environment. So we have so many things like online assessment and hybrid learning. We are all doing our conferences, and even this platform is a hybrid platform wherein we are using a technology wherein I am trying to connect from one area, and we are all in a different era now. So that is to be embedded in our learning environment. So that is going to give a very good experience for our students also. So that is the major motto of NEP also. So I would like to share my screen now. Could you all see the screen? So this is our topic for the day, e-content creation. I'd like to know from few of the participants with this e-content preparation. Can anyone just share either your interest of developing an e-content or your experience? Already you have any experience in developing an e-content for one of your subjects? Can I hear from any one of the participants? Can the participants? Yes, please.
Participants can put their questions or the information in the chat box also.
Yes. So have you had any kind of an experience of developing an e-content or working in a virtual environment? Any video lesson already prepared, even in amateur methodology? Okay, so we will just in the later stages be prepared to interact with me. This is the objective of the FDP designed by the authorities. So we could see, it's a vast objective they are trying to achieve through this FDP. So so I'm just taking up on the e-content for the student engagement. So this is what we are going to focus on today. And I think in the previous sessions, you would have heard of all these things. And today, yeah, I would also like to reinstate about a few things in the national education policy. If you see certain things, no, which is very closely related to why should we think of a digital content for our students. So that is how, as an individual, we grow as an individual. If we grow, it is the growth of the institution too. So no more the institution can just think of the traditional methodologies of no, creating a learning environment for the students, and they have to go a step beyond in taking education globally also. So that is what is envisaged in national education policy. So if you see, it is they would like to bring in multidisciplinary institutions and gross enrollment ratio to be increased. So this online education is going to be very much useful in fulfilling these objectives of national education policy. So that is my point. Vocational also, there are institutions abroad who would like to learn our traditional skills, art forms, crafts. So they would like to collaborate with our institutions through an online mode in getting a particular vocational skill. So that way, the opportunity for a particular educational institution is enhanced. And all of us are in an era where we are supposed to generate income for our institution. It is a national experience. I feel that so we have to generate our own funding if we want to give a very good ambience for the students days. And there is an opportunity for high performing institutions to run open and online ODL is also another opportunity. Global learning centers we can open, and there is going to be an exclusive body which will support us in all these endeavors of online or digital education, whatever we are planning to promote. So this is one part as from the institutional point of view. So if we are growing, it means that we are putting track of growth. So that is how we have to support the institution on one side, and we have to take care of the one of the major stakeholders of the education system, the students. And we are going to totally break the mundane methodology of engaging the students. And even we are minimum, we are giving them the notes in through WhatsApp. We are using simple technology of putting all these students in WhatsApp, and we everyday newspaper there, or some relevant subject-based clippings there. So we try to, no, that is also a way of a blended methodology, wherein we have one part in the physical environment, we give a lecture, and out of that we try to engage them by giving some small problems, or no, through WhatsApp I am telling. So we are now trying to, we have never thought of, I think, uh, pre-COVID, so where we had all mobile restrictions, we did not thought of no such kind of methodology. But now it is much prevalent that we allow them to use the mobile inside the classrooms, and so we make them use of the technology to the maximum extent possible. So all these things will help us to you know whether they are taking it, knowledge is developed or not. So that is one aspect, because there is always a disadvantage that goes along with this online education. The major disadvantage quoted is that we cannot engage these students as they are in the physical mode. But we have crossed a phase wherein we were totally in online mode during the pandemic period, where we did the assessment, even proctored assessment we did. So we were all successful in sending 2-3 batches that way. No, it was on the recipient side that whatever knowledge, so placement, we all had undergone that phase, and so now we are in a post-COVID environment, and we are talking about digital content preparation for our own subjects. Whatever be the subject, arts, humanities, science, STEM-based subjects. So that way, so we have to gear up our students also to adapt that kind of a methodology. Though we have one side as theory, and the other side, even though the subject is a pure theoretical theory-based subject, but still we can engage them using an IT pedagogy. So that is what is very much needed So that is the kind of environment expected from us also these days. So, so that is one aspect I would like to stress upon. Even if it is a pure theory-based subject, it is our own responsibility that so at the later part, I would express how we have taken up an assignment and the challenges, the difficulties in that, and how we have succeeded in doing that. So you will also, and I know damn sure that many of you would be engaged in doing such kinds of assignments. We all have our own PowerPoint presentations for the subjects without any plagiarized contents. So we design our own PowerPoint, and we all know the NAC criteria, and including our API criteria, we have one weightage is given for the MOOC modules that we module that we create. For each quadrant, they are giving marks for our performance appraisal as a part of a performance appraisal. So that is how, as teachers, we are expected to transform, to take up this kind of a transition. And I think already we are in that phase, and no look back, or no, we have to just walk forward in designing our own things. No, that is how we are now. We have to swim in the current now. So I think I'm connecting with you all. Do you all agree? Already we are in the current, and already we are sailing in that. So earlier, 3 years before, we were all just thinking in the shore whether to think of a traditional mode, and we were telling that no, only the physical environment. There may be some truth also. I agree on that. Only the physical mode can bring the level of knowledge that is expected. The higher order thinking is possible that way. But now we are all thinking of too many pressures on us, and uh, every day we have different targets to be completed. So we are also running behind targets not related to students, but still we have so many files we have to work on every day. And sometimes we think we are doing something which is not at all related to teaching sometimes. So administration work on other side, the teaching on other side. And as a part of teaching, we are talking about extension and research. And very much we are bringing the research based. That is what in the earlier session they would have spoke about how we have to bring in this inquiry based learning. How we have to bring in our research into learning. And many of us have some kind of a research, a sponsored research. Bare minimum, we would have engaged ourselves in an in-house research, funding given by our own institution, engaged in research. So that outcome should be, in the form of a paper, a publication, or in the form of a product development. So all these are, we are also running behind certain targets. And the era when we all stepped inside the classroom and engaging with, so I feel that time is becoming quite less. So we just rush to the classroom. We think of the syllabus to be covered, and no, we just have the 5 units. Whether I have touched upon this, that is my satisfaction. As a teacher, I am telling. So I have completed. For the first internals, my 2 units or 3 units or 1 unit is covered. But how I have justified in the classroom environment in a time of 45 minutes, whether I have given whatever inputs, the attached inputs. So maybe that is a big question. So these are all the questions. No, I think all of us are undergoing this kind of an experience. I go rush up something. Sometimes, no, now we are talking about technology, but we are using technology the other way. If you take my personal experience, I'm using technology, simple technology of PowerPoint. I try to rush up everything. So the content which I am supposed to deliver in 3 hours, I am delivering it in 1.5 hours. because I have other pressures also. So very much I can make use of this additional component. So using this e-content, we can really justify uh, our content delivery to the students. So, and we also get the 100% satisfaction that I have made my student put in the Bloom's taxonomy. I have put my students. So that is what is very much needed. So if I just put one slide here, you will, NEP says learning should be holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. All teachers, all faculty members would like to bring about this kind of holistic development in the student. That is what, excuse me for a few, excuse me. Hello? Can I request the organizers to excuse me for a few minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Few minutes.
Yeah, no, no problem.
Excuses.
Participants, please stay with us. The resource person will be back soon. I hope everybody have filled the feedback forms for the last 2 days, because that is the prerequisite for the issue of certificates. So kindly fill the feedback forms on a daily basis. Thank you, ma'am.
I
Sorry. So this is, I think, pyramid. So in the development of any technology uh, based learning or environment, so we have to take care of these are all the components. So first we have the institution, the support of the institution. Then we should know as a content developer the different kinds of technologies. And so are we confident to take up this kind of an exercise? And finally, we have to experiment that and understand the satisfaction level of the learner. So with this, I would like to take you all for the demonstration. Could you all view the swapped screen?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you keep the screen on a slideshow mode, so that it will be visible in a proper way?
So what I have shown is a Word document. Is it not zoomed?
It is Zoom, but it's not in a full screen mode.
One second, I'll just.
You can put it on view, slideshow, that option will be there.
Mahadev sir? Call Mahadev sir. Few minutes, I'm just putting.
Yeah. And you have shared a PPT, right, ma'am?
No, it is not a PPT. It is a Word document.
No, ma'am. We can see the PPT now, right now. So you need to remove that and share the another screen. You need to first stop sharing the previous slide. Yes.
Could you see this now?
Yes.
So is it quite visible or should I have to zoom further?
Yeah, you need to zoom it further, ma'am. It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a model. So we already we have done this, and so we are just working on the completion of this. So if I just full picture, I will show and I will zoom it little later. So this is how it is. So I will just open up the 4 quadrants and explain you. And for the subject on human resource management, so we have, it is based on the syllabus of University of Delhi. All 5 units, we are just now in the task of preparing for almost at the end of it. So this is only for purely for the demonstration purpose. I just had taken this. Uh, so you could see the template is fully a copyrighted template of Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center. So now they have changed the name. I'll just take you to the 4 quadrants now. You will understand. Could you see the 4 quadrants? And slightly zooming in.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's visible.
So this is how, whether you have an experience of developing a SWAYAM model or earlier we had this EPG Patshala project. all with slight changes, you will have different kind of what to tell. You have one theoretical preparation, assessment, then the presentation, and presentation. So these are all the three things divided into 4 quadrants earlier. But now we have the descriptive version. Based on the descriptive version of the topic that we have chosen, we are preparing a video lesson. Then we have the assessment. And finally, we give some additional inputs for the chosen topic. So these are all the 4 quadrants. And this is, so I'm just planning to take you through each quadrant, how it is designed. And this is a very, very, so no, since it is a demonstration, it might look quite simple. But it is a very strenuous process as we are doing it as per the template. And even your institution would have a separate learning management system. And this is maintained in a cloud classroom, and the students will have a password to log in. I do not know whether your university has got such kind of. I think most of the universities they have this. No, the content retrieval is made possible to the students. Whatever contents the uploaded by the teachers, so the students can retrieve that. It is a very in your own university portal, you would have that kind of a learning management system, and that also will have these components of a description about the topic you want to lecture. Uh, then you have the presentation, you have assessment, and finally some additional So if you see, so this is designed by, so we have got a training to create an e-content for this, and we were all given a cloud space uh, to understand how we have to develop, create a content for uploading in order to, it is quite an interesting from the students' point of view. Instead of looking at us most of the time giving some theoretical component. So if we allow them 4 hours in a week, if 2 hours, if you allow them to be in your laboratories, they would be very much interested to take up that, complete the exercises, give your submit the assignments online, and we correct and send the marks through online. So though we are physically present in the environment, such kind of experience would make the students also much interested to learn more that way. So first we have the teacher's manual. So this is what we are looking at is this. So earlier I was talking about in the Bloom's taxonomy, you might be knowing this analyze, evaluate, and create is at the provides the higher order thinking for the students. So this is what we are trying to address through the content. So you see, this is totally a copyrighted model developed by the project director. So if you look at the components of the first quadrant. So as I explained, you can see the teacher's manual here for this component of JDTLC. So they have given the name as teacher's manual. So here there are a set of aspects we are supposed to complete. It is all fully theory components. We are preparing the learner to understand the concept and learn the topic thoroughly. And next, we have the PPT, the video lesson for the same topic in Teachers Quadrant 2. It is the presentation for the students. And in the assignment, it is the assessment for the students. So online, they will take up the assignment, submission of assignment, the question answers. So that is done in Quadrant 3. And Quadrant 4 is additional inputs for the students. So now I am just planning to take you to quadrant 1, the teacher's manual. So this is how it starts. So look at the template. First, we will discuss about. So this is not uh, if I have in a single unit. A single unit, I first start with as the topic goes. It is HRM, Human Resource Management, concept, nature, and objectives. So maybe people belonging to science background, you can just visualize your introductory topic. So, what is that a teacher is supposed to give here? So that is given as in a nutshell to the students. So this is how in order we are going to explain in the manual. So teacher's manual is nothing but how we have the notes of lesson earlier. So we used to write and keep notes of lesson, how I should go about approaching this topic. So in a digital platform, we are trying to give things in a nutshell. So here we try to minimize the time also, and very importantly, we allow the learner to take no, to learn in their own pace. So that is very important. So that is what I was telling. I might rush up. No, 4 hours contents. I will try to rush up in 1.5 hours. Just by scrolling the PPT, I would just rush up telling this that complete, go learn, take this as home assignment, go to the library, check this. What is the expectation from my administrators? I have to complete the syllabus. So I try to do that. But the ultimate goal of transfer of knowledge will not happen there. So that is what is, no, that should not be missed. So that is our core objective of making the students understand. So that really happens when we allow them to learn at their own pace. We can make use of our time in the classroom to talk about, give a lecture on some current topic related to the topic. So wherein we allow them to learn the theory. Already it is available in the net, available in the textbook. Sometimes we give the textbook also to them. So that is so that they can learn by themselves, and we can give this component also to them so that they take their own time to complete. So during our lecture time, we can talk about some general knowledge aspects related to the topic. If I am talking about human resource management, I try to talk about the examples or real time thing. Though we touch upon that in the e-content also, I can give an elaborate lecture during the class time. So this is how we order the contents for one topic in the unit. If we have 5 units, so minimum we have to produce 35 such modules, 4 quadrants. If you take a 5 unit model, we have to produce 4 quadrants for each topic. So minimum that will work out to for each unit. If you have 7 subtopics like HRM, object introduction, concept, nature, and objectives like that. So for one unit, you will have minimum coverage of 7 topics. So 7 into 5, 35 minimum 4 quadrants we have to make. So I was talking about the difficulty. It is almost 2 years. Whether it is supported by funding or not, that is a different issue. We have our own commitment and dedication, and we have other teachers also joined in creating this module, the 5 unit module. Almost we are working for 2 years time. Now only we are nearing the completion of doing this. So that is how it is. No, though we don't have a time bound activity, but still, no, for the quality we are giving, so that time is taken to design one full subject along with our other tasks. If we do it, no, in 6 months' time, day in and day out, we are going to work for this. Then we are in 6 months' time we can keep one subject. We can complete all 5 units, 4 quadrants. We can really complete in a 6 months' time. But side by side, no institution is going to give us full 6 months time to create the content. So we have to find our own time in doing this side by side. Maybe at least in 1 year's time, we will have all 4 quadrants ready for our one subject. So if we are very fast, maybe we can do it for all. On an average, we would be handling 3 or 4 subjects. So that is a value component. This is a set template of the Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center. So they have each and every topic is connected. When I am talking about human resource management, the objectives of human resource management, what value system I am trying to bring in the students also, I should keep note of it in my teacher's e-kit, the teacher's manual. So that also I should keep in mind. So that brings about the holistic development of the learner as it goes, as it is given in this component. And the next is that interdisciplinary approach. So when I am talking about one aspect of human resource management, so this is related to other general management subjects, commerce, or other management subjects. So how this is interrelated psychology with other subjects also, I should give a wholesome view of where it is this topic lies and where from I have drawn the inputs for this particular topic. And I should talk about the learning outcome. After studying this one single component of, in a unit, please try to come along with me. In one single unit, we have 7 sub-themes. For 7 sub-themes, we have to design the learning outcome. So if you see, it is in the model of a Bloom's taxonomy. So for the specific topic, I have given the learning outcome. So after studying this introductory topic, the students will be in a position to understand the basic concepts. What is that they, both in the lower order and higher order, what is that they can gain after studying this basic module. I just given here in know, understand, apply, comprehend, analyze, synthesize, and evaluate. So that goes with the Bloom's taxonomy. I think you will all very fresh in this Bloom's taxonomy. So here before I start the topic, I should give, because human resource is one subject which may not be in the first semester. That may be in the second semester or third semester. So I cannot straight away start with human resource management. So I have to start with certain basics. So what do I expect from the students before they learn this particular topic? So I just want the students to know about the organization structure. Here, the organization structure means, in simple terminologies, the hierarchy of an organization. And I want the students to know about the general management principles before knowing a specialized management. So that is what is my expectation. And this prerequisites will be given in quadrant 4. Here also, I don't expect the students to go and learn out of my e-content. I have these components in my quadrant 4. So I already prepare additional components as a part of my quadrant 4. So this quadrant 1, whatever I have given, is pooled from quadrant 2, 3, and 4. So if I complete my first my description of 1,500 words, whatever be the prescribed norms. So I first write an essay. From that essay, I try to take 10 PPT and a few questions and my general inputs that I want my students to additionally learn. So that is what we are, this first quadrant 1 is for us, for the teachers. So how I am planning to take my students. So that is what we are doing now. So this prerequisite is already in my quadrant 4. The students can very much take inputs, excuse me, from quadrant 4. So here, after I finish the 4 quadrants, you will understand where we are. So after they read the structure and gain some knowledge, I have certain questions to them. So I'm asking them to do certain exercises. That is what I have given here as question 1, 2, and 3. And I try to, so this misconception, demystifying the doubts. So all these I try to bring in from my quadrant 4. And I try to know people who are in arts would understand. If I talk about human resource, it is always related to employees. And human resource, it is a myth actually. Human resource is a theory. So all these I try to reply in one of the quadrants. Here, then comes this mind mapping. So this mind mapping, so whatever I am just sharing now is all designed by the team of members. It is purely the work of the individual faculty members. So for the selected topic of human resource management, basics, concepts, and objectives, we have given the coverage. The human resource objectives, the definitions. What is that I am planning to cover? In the first part, I have given a list of uh, topics which I am planning to, subtopics which I am planning to cover as a part of the selected topic. So based on the selected topic, I have designed a mind map. And I try to justify to the students why this topic is important and why for each and every subtopics in the unit, I need to explain them the importance of learning this. And very much I can connect this topic with the corporate challenges and the corporate environment. The subject I have chosen is that kind of a subject wherein I can relate to a company environment and I can explain them why should they learn this each and every topic in the syllabus. So this is what I am supposed to explain them. So I am each and every part I am just making the learner understand this is what you're going to learn. This is what you're going to learn as a part of this. So now it is the e-text. So this e-text is the basic. Whenever I try to start with a topic, first and foremost, what am I supposed to do is I have to create a description. 2000 words, 1000 to 2000 words. So that description is nothing but that is I full coverage of that topic I bring in that description. So this is the major component of all 4 quadrants. Only when I have this description, so it should be totally a pure content of, we have to write this content. There should not be any lifted contents. 1500 words I have to first create. So if you want to add some interesting flow charts, this is the foremost requirement. I am just scrolling down the description. So these are all the part of, so this is again, all these are designed by the faculty. So whenever we talk about human resource management, here we have given a wholesome. Any doubts? I have given a wholesome view of how HRM is within a very big system. Internal environment, external environment, like that I have tried to explain in a pictorial manner. All this will add interest to the students. So this is for one, always remember, this is for one single topic, subtopic in our unit. So likewise, we have to design for the 7, if you are dividing our unit 1 into 7 subtopics, for 7 subtopics, we have to do like this. Mind mapping and some flow charts or some design models like this, we have to do it. So this is the description part we have designed. Smart art, whatever you want to take it, no, some tabulations, flow charts, everything becomes a part of your description. So we try to bring in this. Okay, so this is the description.
Harshita ma'am, can you please mute yourself?
So whatever topics so far I have done. So I'm just taking you all back to the first part here. First and foremost, here I have given, I'm going to talk about these 10 aspects in one topic of human resource, concept, nature, and objective. In the same order, I have fixed the description. 2000 words description I have designed. It goes in the same order of introduction, meaning, definition, conceptual model about the organization, all the 10 topics, starting from introduction till differences, I have placed in the same order. So you could see the introduction starts here. So introduction, and the text covers all the subtopics and it ends with the differences. So this is how, so this is the end of the text. So after that, I prepare one model I publish in, so we got, it is, all of us are now using our own YouTube. This module we try to, since it is not published so far, because it is not an open education resource so far, we are in the process of creating it. So we are in the YouTube, we try to publish in the private mode, and as of now we have fixed. So once it is published, then that will become an open education resource. And again, it is the rights are reserved with the particular, because we are doing it for GAD TLC. So we are trying to give the copyrights to them. So once it is published, and those who are getting into their cloud can view this. So we are not sure whether that becomes totally open later. So here the first part of self-study video is created by, so it is our own video. And the second video is, so we can take not a licensed version. All of us know the rule is very stringent. Any open education resource relevant to our topic, we can take and fix it here. The students can study, can just go through 2 minutes or 3 minutes. No, they might develop some boredom in between. They can just view that. And after that, so we have fixed certain questions. You could see how creative inquisitiveness and curiosity amongst the students. So we just put few questions to them. And so now all of us have undergone all these pedagogical tool training. A self-study module is also available in YouTube. Certain modules, if you see, after I read 3-4 slides, there is a pause. I have to answer few questions. After I answer the few questions only, I can go to fifth one. And there is a marks that has been popped out, and I get some messages. So that is how I just complete my course. So even that is, that also is that is a different model altogether, but that is also will arouse interest in the minds of the students. So here, so when I go to the assessment, you will understand. So quadrant 1 is fully related to descriptive part. And that descriptive part, I have created a PPT based on the 1500 or 2000 words. That PPT, that video is uploaded in YouTube, published there in the private mode, and that link is pasted here. And I bring in certain other non-licensed OER also I used to give, I can give to the students. Few questions which I have included in other quadrants, maybe quadrant 4, and in assessment, I try to include here. So this is how the different kinds of, there are 8 components here. I try to fix in all components, and finally it is the summary. So once I finish the 3 quadrants, quadrant 1 becomes easy. So one I need not have to, so this is as per a template. In a normal learning management system, if it is in your institutional system, I can just prepare the description. And the description will have the learning outcome, objectives, learning outcome, and the description and the summary. And YouTube, you are, I'm not sure how your learning management system works. You have, so you can create your own PPT, and even PPT videos are available nowadays. So that you post it and you allow the students to access later. So whether we are, because there is a necessity now that we have to create in our university, actually for one subject, whatever subjects we are handling, we have to do it an online module only. And two internals we conduct, and one of the internal examination we conduct online for them. We give that kind of an experience for the students to take up online. Objective type online test is conducted for them. So that is where the students as well as the teachers are serious about learning, adding knowledge. So this is quadrant 1. You can also do a simplest form of quadrant 1. So that is my point. Even I just wanted to open our university's portal, but the server is under maintenance. I'm not able to do that right now. Okay. So any questions here in quadrant 1 is fully related to description. Okay. So I have to design one description for my topic. Keep it ready for preparation of PPT or a video. So I have to show the slides. No, I cannot keep on talking in the video. I have to prepare some interesting slides. Very minimum animation is enough for our PPT. I'll show it to you in the next quadrant. So I stop here in quadrant 1, and any interactions, maybe we can just take it up, or else we can proceed.
Participants, you can ask your queries now. Vidhi,
Any interactions? Or can I just finish all quadrants and come back again?
yes, ma'am. That
I
will
know
be-
it is very, people who are new, it is quite difficult to catch up. So we will just come back after completing quadrant 1. So we all 4 quadrants. We just remember quadrant 1 is fully related to creating one description for the topic I have selected. And the template is all our own design. But what is basically needed is that I need to have one learning objective, outcome, description, and the summary. That is all. So let's pass on to quadrant 2. Is this now visible? I'm just putting it in a slideshow now. You all see this? Is it in slideshow mode?
No, ma'am, not yet.
But could you see this PPT?
Pardon, ma'am?
Could you see the PPT
Oh,
moving?
yeah. No, no, it's not moving.
It's not moving.
No. Yes, now it is on slideshow mode.
Okay. Oh. See, the second part is fully related to our PPT. So, like simple animations like this, I think you could see the slide moving.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, based on the description we have created in quadrant 1, I am designing a PPT in quadrant 2. So, that is, so this is how it is. So, while I take the video, so I'm seen in we for this we just used Zoom recording only. 10 minutes of video is more than enough. So we just scroll, how we do normal video. We just scroll the slide and we just record the video. So this is how it's. So whatever you have seen in the description, we have put in the form of a slide. And the way you want, based on your expertise, you just create the slide. So this is the slide. Okay. Can we go to quadrant 3? So quadrant 2 is only PPT. I'll take you to quadrant 3 now for assessment. Could you see the screen now? The Word document?
No, it is not opened yet, ma'am.
I'll just close the existing files. I'll zoom it. This is quadrant 3. Quadrant 3 is the assessment part. So this is the difficult of all. So we can design our own methodology. We want objective types, descriptive, case analysis, project work. After completing the project, they can just post the project here. So the most important and very difficult part of all 4 quadrants is assessment. So for each question, so So we have to put on question number, we have to give a code. Subjective question, level of difficulty, and the Bloom's level. So that is how they have coded here. So this is where the challenge is. So just like that, so we cannot take a question. So for 2 marks, what should be the level of difficulty for 2 marks, and which level of Bloom's taxonomy that the question addresses. So we try to put each and every question, and if we give an optional question, then for example, we are telling out of A, B, C, D, A is right. Then we have to give why B, C, D is not correct. So that explanation also we have to give. And most of us, know, while we are giving objective type, we prevalently use none of the above, all of the above. Generally, no, we have to give very close options. So that is where our expertise also lies. So this is how we just create an assessment. So we can go for a subjective type of question, descriptive. See here they have asked the differences between two components. They have a comment kind of question. So based on whatever the committee decides, no 2 marks or 5 marks, 8 marks, you can have your own templates, but still you should see to that each and every question has got some kind of a code like this, and it should be addressing the different Bloom's level from lower order to higher order. See, here we have divided into subjective type questions and objective type question. So we have given justification for why one option is correct and why the other options are not right. So that is where our difficulty is. So this is how we have given the question and answer. To start with, objective type would be, so that would be easy also to create. The computer science department can help us to create. Nowadays we have this Google form, but when it comes to this, they can try to provide this. The integration may not be that very difficult. And final here, as per their template, here they have given one hot potato based, see the components, a group project they have given. And what is the expectation of that? How many students would be there and how they are supposed to submit the group project they have given. So one crossword at the end is given. So this is as per their template. It is not, no, nothing is mandatory. So this is how objective, subjective, quiz. You can, to start with, you can try giving objective type questions. And I think most of the universities have one semester end examination on 100 questions, objective type questions. So most of the universities have this kind of an assessment. One internal assessment will be an objective type assessment. To start with, you can try 100 questions or whatever may be the component, 60 or 30 questions. Based on your internal assessment, if you start with, naturally, the students also will gear up with uh, answering no, in your LMS itself. And the final thing is the quadrant 4. I just quadrant 4. So this is after we complete the 1500 words description assessment, and the final part, when we reach that stage, we really feel that we have almost completed the quadrant. all 4 quadrants. So this is quadrant 4. So they have given this name, but basically it is additional inputs we are giving. See, earlier, if you remember in quadrant 1, as a subject handling person, I wanted the students to learn something before, no, I'm just preparing the students to learn the particular topic I have selected. So that prerequisite is given in our additional learning, the final quadrant. If you remember, you can connect to this. So here we give some additional inputs, activities we give based on the topic. What do we think is relevant? We can give here. We can even ask the students to interview somebody and post it, or ask them to collect some research topics. And no, it is all for their own knowledge addition. We are so this is totally dedicated towards additional inputs. So we can also give some interesting, amazing facts. All these to add some interest to in their learning process. You remember this misconception myths were all there in quadrant 1. So we have taken from the quadrant 4 and we have pasted it in quadrant 1. So how? So this is very important. Whatever we teach, the outcome is that it's either it should be beneficial to the society at large or to the industry, or it should add new knowledge to new literature. So some kind of output it should give. So we have included. So they have included this part, glossary for this particular topic. There should not be any overlapping. For a single unit, we will have 7 glossaries like this for a single unit. If we have 7 subtopics, and we give some names of textbooks, web links. So that is the end of the 4th quadrant. I just take you to the 4th quadrant now to consolidate. So that is going to be the end of my presentation also. Mahadevan sir? Till I get to that slide, can we just interact? Hope I have given some overview of any doubts.
Participants, if you have any queries, you may ask now or put it in the chat box. Ma'am, one participant, Gayatri ma'am, is asking, can we get the PPT for
Yes.
it?
PPT, I have not prepared a PPT. It is just a demonstration only. Should I escape பண்ணுங்க? Structure பண்ணுங்க. Escape பண்ணுங்க. I just want to take you to the final consolidation. Is the Word document visible?
No, ma'am, it's not yet open.
No. Now?
Yes, it's.
So this is how we started. I just wanted to close it. So these are the 4 quadrants, and none of it to be replicated. This is purely a demonstration because it is not published, but still for knowledge sharing, I have just used this. So we can have a different quadrants. It is not that we should go, but we should remember the first part is description. The second part is the PPT and the video. The third part is assessment, and final part is additional reading. So this is how we go about. So maybe if can if you are interested to join in our the process of e-content preparation, maybe you can ask the organizers for my number. Anybody interested can even help us to complete the module, especially people who are in the management. If you are interested, you can keep in touch with me. So any other doubts? I am just ready to take it up.
Ma'am, I would like to ask one thing that
Yes.
these quadrants, like if we are, ours is a college of affiliated to the Mumbai University, and we
Yes.
strictly follow all the rules regulations laid down by the university. So, and as you said in quadrant 3, we have to go for assessment, and where we can have our choice of asking the questions. But here again, I would like to stress that we have to follow the rules and regulations laid down by the university for the purpose of assessment. So in such a case, these quadrants or making of the 4 quadrants become little difficult, or maybe we are, our hands are tied, so where we can't do all these activities. So I suppose and I feel that these quadrants are more applicable for autonomous colleges. Am I right, ma'am?
No, no. This is actually any. This is all. No, we should be vibrant in designing this. Maybe the boards of studies of different subjects as well as the institution should think of such kind of flexibilities in their module. It is not that only the autonomous colleges can take it up, but internal examination and all these. So maybe since you are telling it is totally an university pattern, but I think many universities have this kind of online examination, like very simple one examination, like internal examination they conduct online. So some kind of changes should happen somewhere. But you can give the experience of maybe your college authorities can think of designing your own learning management system, and you can at least post your digital content there. Then how will you equip yourself for the performance appraisal? As a teacher, we are supposed to create a content. It is there as a part of an appraisal also. So where do I get an opportunity to show my expertise in developing that quadrant? I should be given an opportunity to at least upload my content. Where will I upload? So you have, every institution will have their website. At least if not for a public view, for your students who are authorized to access, such content should be available. If it is physics, for example. So nowadays we are talking about virtual laboratories for the science students. So when do we give that kind of an experience for the students? So the teachers should be given an opportunity, through the available local infrastructure to create such content, and that is how a teacher and a learner, they try to uh, create a diverse learning environment will happen there. So that kind of an opportunity should be there. But I think the new education policy is going to address this, and such kinds of changes will very soon it will be implemented. So when there is a credit transfer for book, it is there in the entire country. We have this. I'm not sure about the credit transfer, but one online course, even the undergraduates mandatorily they have to take up. I suppose. Am I right? Swayam course they have to opt, is it?
No, as of now, it has not become mandatory, but I
Okay.
hope it will come in as it
Okay. So
NEP.
that way, they need the teachers to develop the Swayam content. So only when we are equipped to take such kinds of changes are not very far away. So already we are inside the change only. So I think the universities can think of such flexibilities in their own local infrastructure itself. They can create such LMS.
Okay.
Excuse me,
And
ma'am.
as yes,
Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Gayatri Bhaktiani from Mumbai College.
okay.
Ma'am, like you said that we are using science laboratories, like I'm in a computer field, that ITCS and data science. So we have like IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, that they created the online, like at the time of COVID, that science laboratories for that, like emulators and all. Like we are not doing the practicals on systems in front of students. So we are giving them content on that, like they are giving us some demo kind of sessions, and then we have to create our own, which is in our syllabus. So basically, like you are saying in the third quadrant, that we have to create our YouTube links or our contents, and like for the other courses like government courses, swayam courses, so we can register ourselves on that particular courses. For that, like we have some created some content and something which is
For
very
that
good
courses,
informative.
yes, for that courses, when it is open only we can apply. It is a project, sometimes AICTE opens,
Okay, ma'am.
UGC opens. So I
Okay.
think now they don't have a call for that to my knowledge, but often they open for certain subjects. So that time we have to apply and get funding. But the one which I showed you now, so I really gave the credit to bring in now the project director of Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center. Such we have taken up the training, and they are giving periodical training program. Maybe you can check their website also. They are doing a very wonderful job, and they are giving such opportunities. And it can be considered for your APA also. Such opportunities are created, and they are supporting to the fullest extent possible. Uh, though it is not funded, but it is a real experience of uh, you know, uh, creating for one subject such things. And they are also helping us, guiding us in giving some mentors also for us. So maybe you
Okay.
can check their website and we can
Yeah, definitely.
that
Thank you
you
so
get
much,
an
ma'am.
opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Any other?
Anyone else? Ma'am, I think we can conclude with our session.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us such an actually it was a very, very new insight or a new knowledge transfer to faculty of Mumbai. And as you said, making of these is is of course a very difficult task, but with time and with strenuous exercise, I think we all teachers will be able to do up or make up this activity in a successful manner. Now I ask Shweta ma'am to propose a vote of thanks and conclude here.
Thank you so much, Tina ma'am. I would request all the participants to kindly mute. In case they want to ask anything, they may definitely go ahead. Otherwise, kindly please be on mute. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Dhyan Ganga Education Trust, College of Arts, Commerce and Science, myself, Assistant Professor Shweta Bajpai, Coordinator of BMS Department, takes the opportunity to propose vote of thanks for today's FDP. Thank you so much, Aarti Jairaj ma'am, for your valuable guidance and enlightening us about the creation of e-content in the 4 quadrants of teaching. Would like to thank organizing committee for organizing such a wonderful session for all of us. We faculties are joining from all over the country, from various states. I would also like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Bhavika Karkhera ma'am, for guiding and motivating us for conducting this 5-day FDP program. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our wonderful participants for joining us on the third day and making this session also very interactive and informative. For we definitely we had learned a lot, ma'am, and this is a process. This will be learned in future. Definitely, we all faculty will be doing the same. I hope we all are learning more and more day by day. Feedback form is available on the chat box. I would request all the participants to kindly fill the same before leaving the meet. Once again, I would thank Aarti ma'am for joining us and enlightening us with this wonderful topic. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for all of you, to the principal and other authorities and the coordinators from IQAC. It is a good initiative from IQAC to have such sessions. And I am thankful to Mrs. Shwati, and thank you, Shweta, for your thanks note, and to all the participants. So we look forward to have you all sometime in our campus too in the future. And sometime we all are be together in creating such kind of contents. Thank you so much.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you, ma'am. Participants, kindly fill the feedback form. I hope you must have received it on your chat box. Before leaving, please fill the feedback form. It's really very much necessary for all of us. Thank you.
Shall I take leave? No? Shall I take leave?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those who have filled the form, thank you so much for joining us. Kindly join back again tomorrow as well on the fourth day of FDP. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mithila ma'am. Thank you, Neha ma'am. You can leave. Thank you so much. Thank you, participants, for filling up the feedback form. Kindly join back again tomorrow.